An icy wind whipped through the empty streets around the van Haarlem family home in the Old Hague. The few locals who dared to be out rushed through the shadows, heads down, desperate for the safety of their own walls. The short days and the long nights ran into one another, the relentless grey, a welcome refuge from the harsh realities of life under occupation. The beach was just a tram or a cycle ride away, but nobody went there anymore. Johanna van Haarlem was born on Tuesday the 11th of November 1924. Her father, Isaac, ran a thriving home renovation firm specializing in upholstery. Johanna Hendrika Hannegraaf, her mother, was dedicated to the well-being of her 7 children, ranging in age from 25 to 11. They were staunch church members and considered pillars of the community. Isaac had become wealthy through inheriting property, which he then sold. He lived with his wife and children in the house left to him by his parents in the sought-after district of The Hague. In 1943, 19-year-old Johanna had no idea about the existence of the gas chambers, even as her Jewish neighbours were being trucked away for extermination. She knew nothing about the Dutch resistance to the Nazi occupation of her country. She still believed the war was being fought somewhere else. That night in November, the curtains of her neighbours twitched along the road as Johanna walked arm in arm with an equally young man in a German military uniform. Her house was noisy with guests. The couple embraced briefly before Johanna pulled away and ran towards the light. The soldier pulled up his collar and shivered down into his overcoat with a last look at her as she slipped in the front door, her bowed head hiding an excited smile. Nobody would have noticed her ghosting past the front room as men in distinctive field-grey jackets, swastikas on their arms, lounged in comfortable chairs, drinking glasses of fine wine. Johanna climbed the stairs to her room, wondering if she would ever see the handsome serviceman again. She would not have been surprised at the noise going on downstairs late into the night, nor at the German guests her father invited into their home. In Isaac van Haarlem's front parlour, the occupiers found a rare welcome from the occupied. Collaborators and occupiers alike drank in the Van Haarlem's 2 connected houses at numbers 34 to 34A Sundastraat in the well-to-do leafy suburb. Walter PPKs, bayonets and rifles were always set aside for drinking, and the Van Haarlems and their German guests ate at a dinner table full of the best food available, the type of food the family's neighbours now lacked. Johanna, naively innocent from a sheltered upbringing, didn't pay much attention to how the neighbours would view these gatherings. After all, she was following her father's example of being friendly with the Germans. But the neighbours noticed the parties. What they didn't know, and what Johanna didn't even know, was that Isaac had a dangerous secret.